Washi?
Wash.
Okay, let's get your aids on. How are you? Good job. Get your hearing aids in. Yeah, let's get your hearing aids in.
Dump trucks bring in gravel for the road bed, and a cement mixer pours cement down a chute to make the gutters at the side of the road.
Guess what this is?
As a parent or guardian of a child enrolled in a licensed child care facility, you have a number of important rights you need to know and exercise when needed. Your child care provider is required to give you a written copy of these rights and display a publication that explains these rights at the child care facility.
Parents' rights are ultimately for the benefit and protection of each child.
For example, these rights state that you have access to the child care facility during operating hours and that only people you have authorized can pick up or drop off your child from the facility.
You can find the full list of rights in a document entitled Notification of Parents' Rights, posted on the Community Care Licensing website.
What are my rights that pertain to entering my child's care facility?
Daddy, can you give me back a cake?
You have the right to visit and enter the facility at any time during normal operating hours.
Good morning.
You may be asked by the provider or staff to show proof of identity before entering the facility. While there, you have the right to inspect the facility to confirm that it's safe and comfortable for your child. What are my rights that pertain to reviewing a facility's public records? You have the right to review your child's records at the facility. You may not, however, review the files of any other children in care. You have the right to review, at the child care facility, reports of licensing visits and substantiated complaints against the licensee made during the last 3 years. You also have the right to request the identity of anyone with a criminal record exemption who works or lives at the facility. You can also visit the Community Care Licensing Transparency website for information on your child's facility. In order to review the facility's complete public file, you can make an appointment at the local child care licensing office. What can I do to restrict my child's other parent's access to the child care facility? You may request in writing that a parent not be allowed to visit your child or take your child from care, as long as you have shown your provider a certified copy of a court order preventing that person from doing so. What rights do I have when I need someone else to pick up my child from a child care facility? When you enroll your child in a child care facility, you provide a list of adults who are allowed to pick up your child when needed. Child care providers must allow any adult on this list to pick up and transport your child. Your provider is not permitted to allow your child to leave with anyone not on your list. In the event that an adult not on the authorized list needs to pick up your child, you may take the following steps. Contact the provider in advance of the pickup. Identify who will be arriving to take your child, and confirm that they have your permission to do so. Ensure that the person picking up your child has their ID to show the provider or staff upon pickup. That's why it's important for you to keep up to date the list of people who can take your child from the facility. What can I do if I believe a child care provider has denied or violated any of my rights? You have the right to file a formal complaint with licensing about the issue or event by calling the complaint hotline at 1-844-538-8766. That's 1-844-LET-US-KNOW. Additional information about where and how to file a complaint is covered in the video How to File a Complaint with Community Care Licensing. You can also get this information from the Regional Licensing Office. If you make a formal complaint, you have the right to remain anonymous, and your name will be kept confidential by licensing. As the parent or guardian of a child enrolled in a licensed child care facility, you have certain rights. They include the following. You can enter and inspect the facility at any time during normal operating hours. You can review the facility's public records and files. With a court order, you can instruct the child care provider to deny a parent's access to your child at the facility. You have the right to know the identity of anyone at the facility with a criminal record exemption. You have the right to file a complaint and remain anonymous. And your child care provider is required to give you a printed copy of your rights.
You're gonna go bye-bye.
Okay, we go to work. Okay, bye-bye.
Go ahead and play.
I think you might be ready to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.